Sorry. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
What the camera captured. Pretty
Yeah.
nice.
I wonder how close to the moon they are.
Yeah.
This just in, people say that it's just an arms race against the U.S. and the Soviets. What do you think, says scientist Richard.
I'm here reporting in with our new guest star science, Billy. And so let's go see what he has to say.
The space race was monumental to our technology. Like, we actually brought someone to the moon. Now I bet you're thinking about that, like, maybe it's not that much, but think about it. That's been like the American dream since, I don't know, forever. Like, since cavemen saw the moon and they thought, I wonder what that is, and now we're finally there. And we were the first ones. That's what means the most, is we actually beat someone at doing something. And it kind of made us like a world power, because it showed that America was here to stay.
Thank you, Scientist Billy. That was a very nice report. Now, let's get on to our news.
Thanks, Richard. It also spawned a lot of great stars. People like Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, who landed first on the moon. Or even things like Sputnik 1, which was the first ever satellite. Now back to you, Richard.
The U.S. countered the Sputnik by having the Explorer 1, which was helped by German scientist Werner von Braun.
Soon after Sputnik 1, Yuri Gagarin was launched into space by the Soviets, and he was the first man in space.
And here we are with special guest Richard, and he will be talking about Neil Armstrong.
So, when Neil Armstrong said that this is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, he essentially meant he's only taken one step on the moon, and this is a huge quantum leap for the U.S.
And here we are with our another special guest, Jeffrey.
So, John F. Kennedy was the motivation for NASA, and he created NASA, and he is essentially the person who got men onto the moon. Well, he didn't get men onto the moon, but he was the one that made it possible for them to get there.
So pretty much the moral of the story is that if you start from the bottom, you'll always get back on top. Because the U.S., they started from the bottom since the Soviets, they got up there first, up to space. But then the U.S. came back on top because they were the first ones to orbit around the Earth and also get people on the moon.